Hello, happy Thursday. Comment and say hi if you're watching. Comment and say hello. I'm going to get started in just a minute. Just want to know who's here with me. I'm going to get started by telling you a little bit about my journey in Mary Kay, which started more officially about 10 years ago almost. We're almost 10 years in, which is just wild. So make sure you comment and say hello. All right. If I'm your consultant, make sure that you let me know that you were on here watching tonight. If I'm not your consultant, let her know, because we do have a feedback form that we would love for you to fill out. Just a couple quick questions. I promise it's only going to take you like 30 seconds. And we just want to get your feedback on what you hear tonight. And so if you have any questions at any time, please type them in the chat about how a Mary Kay business works. If there's anything about my personal journey in Mary Kay that you would like to know more about, I'm an open book. I am more than happy to share anything that you want to know about my experience in Mary Kay. I just truly believe, in such a time as this, we're in 2023. The pandemic is officially over. Did you guys see that? Signed that executive order, our president, that the pandemic's officially over. But we're in a really interesting time in the world, I think, with the economy and inflation the way that it is right now. The statistics are that most Americans are unhappy in their jobs. The overwhelming majority of Americans would do something different for work if they could. And you need an extra $800 to $1,200 a month to live the same lifestyle that you lived in 2021. So I know that statistically speaking, if you're watching this, you probably need extra money and you might not really like your job. So it's not funny. I shouldn't laugh, but it's just the nature of the world that we live in right now. And so if you're watching this tonight, I don't think it's by accident. So make sure you comment and say hello if you are watching, so that we can make sure that we get you that link to that feedback form, because you're going to be entered into our prize drawing for watching tonight. So please, at any time, I want to talk about what you guys want to know. So make sure you comment questions about how we make our money. Do you still earn those pink Cadillacs? What's the hardest part about being a Mary Kay? Anything that you want to know at all, I would be more than happy to answer any and all questions. So let me get started by telling you about my personal journey in Mary Kay and kind of who I am and what attracted me to this company. So, hey, Emma, I'm so glad you're able to make it. Make sure you comment and ask questions. Any and all questions would be great. So I officially signed up when I was just a college freshman. I was 18 at the time. My mom had been in Mary Kay for a while, just as a sort of part-time hobby consultant. And I had the great idea that maybe I would like to study abroad someday, and it was going to be really expensive. And, why not start a Mary Kay business just to, sell mascara and skincare to the girls who lived in my dorm. I'm really grateful that 18-year-old Olivia didn't overthink that decision, because if I could leave you all with one thing tonight, it would be to please not overthink the decision of becoming a Mary Kay consultant. Worst case scenario, it's like a Costco membership. Like, you sign up either for $30 or $130. Okay, so it's really inexpensive. And if you do nothing for a year, your consultant number just expires. Within that year, you can take advantage of 50% off wholesale ordering privileges of all your own products. Like, literally, it's basically like a Costco membership, worst case scenario. And if you do nothing for a year, your membership just expires and nothing happens to you. But knowledge is power, and I would rather try something and decide that it wasn't for me and know that I at least tried it. Like, I at least came into Mary Kay. I found out what it was all about. I kind of got my feet wet a little bit, decided that it wasn't for me, but I'm at least glad I gave it a try because now I know versus never trying and never knowing, right? And then maybe 10, 15 years, 20 years go down the road and you're like, man, maybe I wish I had. Maybe I wish I had started sooner. Actually, on one of my training calls with my team last week, because I'm in a leadership position in Mary Kay, one of the girls on my team said she wished she had set bigger goals earlier in her business. And I just thought that was really interesting. So, anyways, when I signed up when I was 18, I didn't really have like a lot of big goals. I was pretty adverse to being a pushy salesperson. I did not want to be a pushy salesperson. I was pretty shy. Being shy and being introverted are two different things. So I'm glad that Mary Kay encouraged me out of my shyness. I'm still very much an introvert, but I'm no longer intimidated to talk to other people, even strangers. And I feel really comfortable in all social situations, which I really didn't, growing up as a child. I was pretty shy. So didn't want to be a pushy salesperson, didn't have any sales experience, didn't really know anything about skincare or makeup. I was kind of a tomboy, still sort of am. I think this is the first time I've put makeup on this week. So no, you don't need to be super knowledgeable about skincare cosmetics, but you do need to have a heart for serving other people and for wanting more, like being kind of hungry. What is it that you're hungry for? Is it more money? Is it more time? Is it for flexibility? Is it for strong girlfriends, like a community of like-minded influence around you? You get all those things out of Mary Kay. So when I signed up, I honestly didn't do much for 4 years when I was in college. I changed my mind about wanting to study abroad. I never really got into my Mary Kay business. I just ordered my own products at the discount. I took some orders from girls here and there. So it was kind of a nice little way to make extra money on the side. But I just had other priorities. And actually, the number one consultant on my team right now started her business when she was a freshman in college and is now a senior. And she was able to replace a lot of her part-time jobs with the income with her Mary Kay business. It allows her a lot more free time and flexibility in her schedule as a busy college student. But I didn't really take advantage of that. I didn't really see that picture for me. It was never really painted as an opportunity for me when I was in college. So fast forward when I was graduating college, my whole senior year, I was kind of like second guessing the career choice that I had picked for myself. So a little background on me, I'm definitely a freedom and flexibility type of personality. I like doing what I want to do when I want to do it. I like having my own schedule. I'm a pretty like independent person as far as liking to go do things by myself, be by myself. I'm introverted, right? I never really enjoyed going to school. I always excelled in school, but I think it's just because this rigid schedule and doing things that I didn't necessarily want to do. That was just the type of person who I was when I came into Mary Kay. I'm also a high achieving person. And so I always want to be challenged. I always want to have something else that I can strive for. And so when I was graduating college and realized that I really necessarily wasn't going to be challenged and that I wasn't going to have advancement opportunities up a career path, I wasn't really going to have the income earning potential that I wanted. And I didn't really feel like I was going to be serving any greater purpose in my career. I saw myself getting burnt out really quickly. Like I wasn't necessarily impacting other people's lives. And it was not a career that was necessarily going to shape me into being a better person as well. So I just kind of was graduating and was looking at my career and being like, wow, it's just going to be a lot of the same for a really long time. And I might not even make that much money. And so I decided, I just had this stirring in my heart that I needed to give Mary Kay an actual try. I was really fortunate that I attended a couple big Mary Kay events when I was in college. And that's where the seed was kind of planted in my heart that, man, this company is kind of awesome. And I think I might like to be a big part of this company someday. Like, I think I might want to do what these women are doing. Like, they're making executive incomes, but they're basically stay-at-home moms is the way that I saw it, as a young girl at the time. And they're the main breadwinners in their families. Some of their husbands are stay-at-home dads. She's able to go to every dance recital and soccer practice, but she makes great money and she works from home and she designs around her life. But she's also joy-filled. She's faith-filled. She has integrity. She is healthy mentally, physically, and in her relationships. I feel like the women in Mary Kay, that was the first time where I saw women being the same person 7 days out of the week. Like, I feel like in our secular culture nowadays, a lot of women, go to church on Sundays, but then they're a different person Monday through Friday when they're at work, and they're a different person when they're at home. And their life is very kind of boxed out like that, very compartmentalized. And I love that women in Mary Kay get to be the same in all arenas of life and walked and talked their faith and by example, really. And so I saw these women who were 2 or 3 times my age and thought to myself, like, wow, I want to be like her when I grow up. The women who are in my corporate career, I maybe thought to myself, like, I would like their job one day, but I'm not sure that I necessarily wanted to trade places with them. I wasn't sure that I necessarily wanted to become like them, because a lot of these women, their corporate success came at the expense of other things. And so I liked that the women in Mary Kay seemed to have their cake and eat it too, and were successful in all arenas of life and encouraged other women to be successful in all arenas of life, not just business. So, as a young, impressionable, recent college grad, that was something that really stuck out to me. And I kind of latched onto that. And so, I decided to start working my Mary Kay business because, again, in college, didn't really do much with it. We don't have selling quotas. So, there's lots of consultants where their business kind of ebbs and flows with the different seasons of their lives. And one season they're really active with their business, they're building their customer base, and another season they're just enjoying their reorder business, because we sell a consumable product, by the way. And so there's lots of future residual passive income when you have a customer base of skincare customers who are using products that they're washing down the drain every day. Huge income potential in that, which I can share about that in more detail. So I decided to start working my Mary Kay business on nights and weekends. And by the way, nothing about sales has anything to do with with luck or with a sales gene or some magical thing like that. It's all about just being coachable and applying what your mentors tell you. So I was going to trainings. It was all in person back then. We didn't do anything virtually. And I pretty much just learned what I learned in training by women who were teaching me from experience. In Mary Kay, you have to work your way up and earn your position. So everybody who teaches in Mary Kay is teaching from personal experience. So they taught me, and then I just went out and applied it, and I got the results that they said that I would get. Can you imagine? And so I simply just started doing more of that and started achieving little baby step goals here and there, little bite-sized chunks. We eat the elephant one bite at a time. But I was also having fun. I was being surrounded by women who filled my cup up. I felt so fulfilled in my Mary Kay business. And I really didn't enjoy it, and I really just didn't like it all around. And so I decided to walk away from corporate America officially and make my Mary Kay business my full-time gig almost 10 years ago, which is crazy. So fast forward to now, this has been my only source of income for the last almost 10 years. I'm currently in a leadership position in Mary Kay. So that means I not only still have my own customers who buy products from me, and I've learned to actually fall in love with selling the products because we teach you how, that block that I originally had of being afraid of being a pushy salesperson. It was a lot of me getting in my own way. And so I was taught to look at it differently. So I really enjoy working with my customers now. And I get to coach this amazing team of women who have their Mary Kay business as their hobby gig, as their side hustle, or as a significant source of income or fulfillment for them. And I get to work with them one on one and help them enrich the lives of their families, of their own lives, and in their communities. And that is such a fun, rewarding part of this journey as well. I've been so fortunate and blessed to earn the use of 5 free company cars with Mary Kay. So I haven't had a car or car insurance payment since 2015, so almost 8 years. And there's not a day that goes by that I don't realize how important that is. I definitely don't take it for granted. It's definitely not lost on me, especially in this economy where the average car payment is now over $700 a month. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what people pay $400 a month plus for their car insurance, plus their car people are paying $1,000 a month to drive a car. And I had no idea because I've been driving a free car with Mary Kay for 8 years almost. And so grateful for that. So it has just been quite an amazing journey. And now, I'm sitting at my home that my husband and I own, and he's also an entrepreneur. He's self-employed as well. And I'm just so grateful for this life that Mary Kay has allowed. But even more so, the person who I've become in the process, because the Olivia that you're watching and listening to here tonight definitely thinks, speaks, acts differently than Olivia from 10 years ago as a college student. And you guys can say, like, well, yeah, 10 years difference. We would hope that you would be a little bit different, right? But I mean leaps and bounds in some areas in my life. And I really attribute that to the women who I've had the privilege of being mentored by in Mary Kay, women who are faith filled, integrity filled, joy filled, and have success in all arenas of life. And so I am now just going to share some basic facts with you about Mary Kay, and then I'm not going to take too much more time. But remember, there is a super quick feedback form that we would love for you to fill out at the end, just to get your consultant credit for you watching this tonight, but also get you entered into our prize drawing, and whatever gift your consultant is going to give you for watching, you can qualify for that once you fill out that form. But any questions, please type in the comments, and I will get to those. I'd love to structure the conversation around what you guys want to know. So ask me anything. I'm an open book. But I'll just share basic facts. Women join Mary Kay first and foremost for the money. So we make 50% on everything that we sell. So that's half. 50%, and we're not a multi-level marketing company. So you buy from Mary Kay Inc. for $1 and you sell the product for $2. So you're making a 50% profit. That also means you get 50% off all of your own products. So smart shopping, hello. And we don't have any selling quotas. So we literally have some women on our team who are brand ambassadors, so to speak. That's not an official title within Mary Kay. That's just something that I kind of made up, where they are in it really just to get their own products at a great discount. And then maybe they sell to their close friends, their mom, their sister, just their close circle. They're not necessarily in it to like make a bunch of money, but it's kind of a fun hobby for them. And they love trying new products and getting a great discount on the products that they love. Then we have our girls who are kind of side hustler girls. Like we have nurses and teachers who their schedules allow them to add in a little bit, a couple hours here and there to supplement their full-time income. So they're making some extra money, they're building a customer base, and they're doing it at their own pace. And that's the great thing about becoming a Mary Kay consultant is you have a mentor in the form of your sales director, which would be me, who works with you one-on-one, side by side, because every consultant works this differently depending on what her situation is like, her lifestyle. Is she going to work her Mary Kay business more in person, more virtually? How many hours does she want to invest in her business? And that is all going to dictate, how much money she makes. So on average, a Mary Kay consultant who works her business an extra 8 to 10 hours a month, so maybe 2 to 4 hours, 2 to 3 hours a week, is going to bring home an extra $500 a month cash profit if she does that consistently and with intention, and she's doing the right kind of activity. And of course, a sales director is going to help her with that as well. So an extra $500 a month, like what is that for you? Is it your groceries? Is it your car payment, insurance payment? Is it half your rent, your utilities? So one of our consultants, her entire Mary Kay check, she puts into her retirement investment account. So lots of different things that you can do with your supplemental income with Mary Kay. And like I said, no selling quotas. So if something in your life comes up, a consultant, she's having to care for her elderly parents right now, it's kind of really overwhelming for her. It's really great that she can just kind of put her Mary Kay business to the side as she needs to, and then she can come back to it at any time, still make some great income from the reorders from her skincare customers that she's already built before she got into this busy season of life, and get a great discount on her own products. So I love that it can totally ebb and flow with whatever you've got going on in the moment. Another reason why women join Mary Kay is just for the fun and the recognition. And so many women, when was the last time that you received a round of applause, right? Like literally a round of applause. We love to cheer on our people. We get recognized in so many different ways. I just got these earrings from Mary Kay yesterday. Aren't they super cute? I get jewelry from Mary Kay every month. I get amazing prizes every quarter. I think I'm going to order myself some new workout attire with my most recent prize points. Like half my house is furnished with Mary Kay furniture and crystal vases and things like that. that. So Mary Kay really goes above and beyond to recognize us and make us feel appreciated for our work. And I know women work in a lot of thankless jobs. And so I love that we kind of overcompensate with that in Mary Kay, and we have a lot of fun with those types of things as well. And the community and the camaraderie. I mean, you guys have heard me talk about that so much, but I mean, just I cannot say enough how much the women in this company have impacted my life and made me a better woman, a better person of faith, a better wife. And they've just positioned me around the right people and the right situations to make me grow as a human being, and definitely in better ways than had I stayed in my other career, for sure. So there's just some of the basics about Mary Kay, but I would encourage you guys, if you want to learn more, talk to your consultant. Like I said, worst case scenario, you pay 30 bucks, $30, and you can spend more than that to get lunch at Panera. I promise. $30, you can sign up. You have the opportunity to get your products at a 50% discount, but if you do nothing for a year, your consultant ID just expires. But wouldn't you rather know than not know? And a lot of people say, well, I'm going to wait until fill in the blank. I'm going to wait until, summer's here. I'm going to wait until, the semester's over. I'm going to wait until my kid starts kindergarten. I'm going to wait until I get married. I'm going to wait. Everybody, you guys, think back to March of 2020, a year ago. Or I'm sorry, not a year ago, 3 years ago. All our plans kind of just went out the window. You just never know what's going to happen. And Mary Kay can ebb and flow and sprinkle in and around what you already have going on. And what I have learned in my almost 10 years of being in leadership in Mary Kay is there's never a right time. You're going to wait for the right time to start. You're going to wait for, whatever it is in your life to get handled. And you're going to start your Mary Kay business. And then something else is going to come up after you start, right after. Happens every time. A consultant calls and tells me, okay, I'm ready. Like, I finally finished up with whatever, or my husband finally, whatever, or my kid, whatever. She's finally ready. She signs up, and then I kid you not, within a couple of months, something else comes up. There's never going to be a perfect time, you guys, but we don't have selling quotas. And it's just one of those things that you just don't know what you don't know. And when you sign up either for $30, or you can get our full starter kit for $130, it has over $500 of full size product in it. Oh my God, it's such an incredible value. You at least now have options. You at least have opportunities if you've at least signed across the dotted line. And this is the 60th anniversary year in Mary Kay. We're still a family-owned company. We're still privately held. We're now in 40 countries around the world. And Mary Kay Ash, our founder, her grandson, is now at the helm as our CEO. So I don't think it's any accident if you're watching this tonight, that you're watching it in 2023, that it's the 60th anniversary year. And we are positioned to do some big things as a company. Now is a really exciting time to be in Mary Kay. Okay, so I just want to leave you with that. Make sure you let your consultant know that you were on here watching tonight, and fill out that feedback form. I promise it's only going to take you like 30 seconds. It's super, super short. And that way you can qualify for whatever gift or gift card that she offered you, and you'll get entered into our prize drawing. All right, thanks for being on here with me tonight, ladies. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye-bye.